Hey, I just wanted to say I'm really sorry you couldn't come tonight. Honestly, the reunion felt kind of off without you there. People kept asking about you. Even Mrs. Keene said it didn't feel complete without you lighting up the room like you used to. Were you okay? What happened? That's nice of you to say. I actually hurt my foot a couple days ago. Slipped on the stairs like an idiot. It's not too bad, but walking around all night didn't sound great. I figured it was better to sit it out. Still kind of disappointed I missed everyone. Yeah, I get that. It was surprisingly fun. And a little unexpected, too. What does that mean? So, after things wrapped up, I ended up bumping into Marcus in the hotel lobby. He said he didn't want to drive back that late, so he booked a room. We talked for a while. It wasn't planned or anything, but it just sort of happened. The chemistry was intense. And, well, I stayed. I'm still here, actually. He's in the shower. You're serious? I didn't plan it, Lena, but the way he looked at me tonight, it felt different. And I thought you should know before someone else mentioned it. That's thoughtful of you, though I've got to admit I didn't expect this from you. Look, I didn't do this to hurt you, but come on. How serious were you two, really? You never even talked about him that much. Half the time I wasn't even sure you were still seeing each other. We were figuring some things out. Not everything has to be broadcast. I just meant you didn't seem like you really clicked. Not the way we did tonight. He needs someone who keeps up with him. Someone who pushes back, not tiptoes around everything. And you think that's you? I know it is. I didn't hesitate. You did. That makes all the difference. I mean, come on, you saw it too, right? The way he dresses, the way he talks, that name. You can tell he comes from serious money. You really thought I wasn't going to notice that? So that's what this was about for you. No chemistry, no feelings, just leverage. Don't look so shocked. I'm not the only one who's tired of living like I'm stuck in someone else's leftovers. I've spent my whole life clawing just to stay one step ahead of broke. Guys like Marcus, they change that. If you're smart. That's what you call this? Being smart? Going behind my back, sleeping with someone you knew I was seeing just because you liked his credit limit? You act like I stole your husband. From where I'm sitting, it looks like things were already slipping between you two. You barely mentioned him. Half the time I wondered if you were even into it. I didn't realize I needed to perform my relationship for your benefit. You know I don't air things out like that. Whatever, I just think you need to stop acting like this is some huge betrayal. I didn't do anything you wouldn't have done if the shoe were on the other foot. That's where you're wrong. You think this was some kind of race to the finish line, like the one who gets the guy wins? But you never stopped to ask what kind of prize you were actually chasing. Okay, now you're just being bitter. Look, I get it. You're embarrassed. You thought you had something real, and it turned out someone else wanted him more. But don't try to rewrite it now like you're above it all. I'm not rewriting anything. I'm just telling you this isn't going to end the way you think. And when it doesn't, I want you to remember I tried to say something. What's that supposed to mean? You'll see. We need to talk.
Wow, didn't expect to see your name pop up again. Thought we'd closed the book on that whole thing.
Ava messaged me. She told me you spent the night together after the reunion?
Yeah, she might have mentioned that. Look, I wasn't trying to start drama. It just kind of happened. You know how nights like that go. Familiar faces, some drinks, people catch feelings.
She thinks you're serious about her. She's already talking like the two of you are some perfect match made at a 5-star hotel.
She's enthusiastic. That's not a crime. I never promised her anything. I didn't even chase her, Lena. She came to me.
And you just let it happen. Didn't bother to stop her, didn't bother to explain the part where this is all smoke and mirrors.
You're coming in hot for someone who ended things, don't you think? You walked away. Now you're mad someone else stepped in?
Don't twist this around. I walked away for a reason, and you know damn well what that reason was. You left out things, important things she clearly doesn't know either.
Look, whatever's between me and Ava is separate from whatever happened with us. Don't act like I'm some villain just because we didn't work out.
This isn't about not working out. This is about you pretending to be something you're not. With me, with her, with whoever's next.
All right, now you're just moralizing. You think I'm the only guy who's a little complicated? Nobody's perfect, Lena, least of all you.
The difference is I'm not trying to con anyone into loving me. Ava thinks you're the answer to every problem she's ever had. You're letting her believe that just like you let me.
If she wants to believe the fantasy, that's on her. I never asked her to worship me.
But you won't stop either, because it benefits you, because it buys you time. Because you're still the same manipulative parasite I walked away from.
Damn, you been rehearsing that one?
You think this is a joke? You think you're still in control? But here's what's going to happen. Either you tell her the truth, or I will.
And what truth is that exactly? Come on, Lena, say it.
You know what it is. You've known since the beginning. I gave you the chance to be decent. You failed.
Look, I'll handle it. Eventually, when things settle, no need to nuke everything overnight.
She deserves to know who she's letting into her life, and you're out of time. I should probably feel bad about this, but I don't. Not even a little. I mean, come on, you left the door wide open. I didn't steal Marcus, Lena. You just dropped him and expected no one else to notice what a catch he was. And now, he's mine. I've got his attention, his time, his hands all over me. And you've got a swollen foot and a front row seat. Honestly, if I were you, I'd be miserable. You're assuming I'm watching from the sidelines. I'm not. I stepped off the field entirely. And if you think you've won something, Ava, then I suggest you hold on to it tight, because you have no idea what you're really carrying. Oh, please, don't act like you gave him up. He lost interest in you the second I showed him what confidence looks like. You weren't strong enough to keep him. Now that he's with someone who actually knows how to keep his attention, you're panicking. That's what all this vague little "you'll see" nonsense is. Panic. No, Ava, panic is what comes later. Right now, you're just walking straight into it with your eyes wide shut. Let me guess, you've been waiting by your phone for an update, so here it is. He got me earrings. Not just any earrings, gold, delicate, custom design. I mentioned them once, weeks ago, in a throwaway comment, and he remembered. Do you have any idea what it feels like to be seen like that? To have someone actually notice the small things without being told twice? Of course you don't. That's why you lost him. It's impressive, the way he performs affection. Little gestures, perfectly timed surprises. He's practiced. But remembering what you like isn't the same as caring about who you are. One scratches the surface, the other requires something real. And I'm telling you now, what you're seeing isn't real. You sound ridiculous. He bought me jewelry, not a coffin. I'm sorry you didn't get the deluxe version, but that's not my fault. I'm not the one who bored him into looking elsewhere. Maybe if you hadn't been so busy playing the quiet, mysterious act, he wouldn't have gotten tired of you. He didn't get tired, he just got caught. And you're the next willing distraction. We went shopping today, not just regular shopping. I am talking exclusive, no price tags kind of shopping. He took me to this boutique and said, pick anything. I told him I couldn't afford to even touch most of it, and he just laughed and said, that's not your problem anymore. I've never felt more taken care of in my life. And I've got to say, you must really hate picturing that. No, I don't hate it. I just know what it means. Guys like Marcus don't give generously. They invest, and not in people, in reactions. The coat, the boutique, the charm, it's all part of the illusion. He builds a fantasy around you until you forget to check where the exits are. Oh, here we go again, the tortured warning act. It's getting old. Maybe he just likes giving me nice things because I make him feel alive, not like a fixer-upper project. I make him laugh, Lena. I make him light up. You don't know what it's like because you've never actually had it. You just thought you did. Maybe. Or maybe I just recognized what he was lighting up with wasn't fire. It was a fuse. You know, it's actually kind of satisfying watching you squirm in this passive little way. You won't come right out and admit how much this is eating at you, but I can feel it. Every time I text you about some gift or how good he looks holding my hand, I know you're sitting there telling yourself you're above it, but you're not. You're just bitter. You thought you had him, and now I do. All of him. You think this is about me being bitter? Ava, I'm not jealous. I'm not stewing. I'm watching a train speed toward a broken bridge, and the person in the first car is smiling like she's on vacation. You're not making me jealous. You're making me tired. Tired of warning someone who's already decided she'd rather crash than believe she's being lied to. And that's rich coming from you. You didn't walk away because you saw the truth. You walked away because he stopped pretending. You couldn't hold on to him, and now you're trying to claw back some dignity by acting like you know something I don't. You're right. I do know something you don't. And when you finally see it for yourself, I won't be around to say, I told you so. You'll already know. I wasn't going to message you again. Figured you'd block me eventually. But honestly, I just couldn't keep this to myself. Marcus surprised me last night with this private wine tasting at this little vineyard outside the city. Private dinner, candles, a string quartet, and the whole thing felt like it was scripted out of a dream. And I just kept thinking, damn, Lena really let this go? Like, you had him and somehow you dropped him? I mean, I get it now. You didn't know what to do with someone like him. He does know how to set a scene, I'll give him that. Always did have a talent for dramatic gestures. Wow, that's all you have to say? He sets a scene? No tears? No outrage? You do realize you lost your boyfriend, right? To me. I didn't steal him. You left the door wide open and I walked right in. You're really just gonna sit there acting like none of this matters to you? What matters to me is what's true. And if you think you took something from me, Ava, you might want to wait a little longer before you start celebrating. Because you don't actually know what you've got yet. There it is, the cryptic stuff again. You've been doing this for weeks now. The quiet superiority, the ominous little hints, and I'm sick of it. You obviously think you're sitting on some bombshell that's going to wreck me, so stop dragging it out. Just say it already. All right. He's married. Excuse me? Marcus, he has a wife, not a girlfriend, not a complicated ex. A wife. They've been married for years. You're not his new beginning, you're his newest distraction. No, that's not true. He would have told me. He talks about his future all the time, about starting over, about building something real. He's not some lying, two-faced. He didn't tell me either, Ava. I found out by accident. And when I asked him about it, he didn't deny it. He just deflected like it was no big deal. That's how I learned how well he plays this game. Then why didn't you say anything sooner? You let me walk right into this. You let me fall for him knowing he was someone else's husband. Would you have listened? You called me jealous, bitter, insecure. Every time I tried to say something that didn't fit your fantasy, you mocked me. I figured you needed to see it for yourself, and now you have. Even if everything you're saying is true, and I'm not saying it is, that doesn't erase what he and I have. Maybe you were just someone he passed the time with. Maybe what we have is what finally changed him. People evolve. Maybe I'm the one who made him stop running. You think I didn't tell myself the same thing? That maybe I was the reason he'd finally walk away from it all? For a while, I believed it. I held on to the hope that I was special enough to be worth the truth. But the truth is, Marcus doesn't change. He adapts. He becomes what you need until he's gotten what he wants. Then he disappears. And he leaves you standing there wondering if any of it was ever real. I don't believe that. I won't. He looks at me like I'm the only thing keeping him from falling apart. I've seen the way his eyes change when we're alone. He trusts me. He opens up. You can't fake what he shows me. Yes, he can. He's had a lot of practice. He did it with me. He's done it with others. And the longer you convince yourself you're the exception, the harder the fall is going to be when you realize you're not. You keep acting like you know everything, like you've got him figured out and I'm just the next fool in line. But if you're right, why are you even talking to me? Why aren't you just letting me figure it out the hard way? Because even if you've been awful, even if you've gone out of your way to hurt me, I still wouldn't wish him on anyone. Not even you. You don't get to decide what he is to me. I'm not deciding anything. I'm just showing you the cliff you're sprinting toward. Whether you stop or not, that's entirely on you. Something's wrong. I haven't heard from him in days. No texts, no calls, nothing. I thought maybe he was just overwhelmed or needed space, but now I'm getting flagged transactions on my card, thousands of yen gone. I gave him access. He said it was just for emergencies. He said he'd never use it without asking. Lena, where the hell is he? Wait, you gave him your card? Are you kidding me? Ava, what were you thinking? Did you seriously give him access to your money? I didn't think he'd take it. He said he needed it for work stuff, something about closing out an old account. I thought it was temporary. He looked me in the eye when he said he'd pay it back. Oh my God. Well, he's gone. That's what he does. He drains you dry, waits until there's nothing left, and then disappears like none of it ever happened. No explanation, no apology, just a ghost in a suit and a mess in your name. No. He wouldn't. Not like this. He cried in front of me. He told me I made him feel safe. He said he wanted to build something with me. You don't fake that. You don't cry your way through that. Yes, you do, when it works. That man could cry on command and break your heart with a hug. I fell for it too. I gave him pieces of myself I didn't even know I was offering. And when I finally pulled away, he was already looking for someone else to bleed dry. He cleaned out my savings, all of it. The rent money's gone. The boutique coat, gone. He must have taken it when I was in the shower. You gave him everything, and he took it like it was owed. You wanted him so badly, Ava. Now you've got nothing but the aftermath. Marcus disappeared 3 days after Ava's bank froze her account. No goodbye, no note, just vanished. Turns out the coat he bought her was charged to a card flagged for fraud weeks earlier. By the time she realized her rent money was gone, he'd already opened 2 credit lines in her name. She went to the police, but with no formal agreement, no proof of coercion, it's a civil matter. His wife filed for divorce after a private investigator handed her enough photos to crush whatever illusion she had left. And his family? They won't even speak his name now. He drained their business accounts and left a legal disaster in his wake. They're still trying to recover what he siphoned off. As for Ava, she left the city. She said she needed a fresh start somewhere quieter. She never apologized, not that I expected her to. Some people don't say sorry until they've lost something they actually valued. Me? I'm fine. I walk with a limp now when it rains, but that passes. The kind of limp Ava has, the kind that follows you into every room, that one sticks. Some lessons don't heal. So, I saw your RSVP and, not attending? Really, Ashley? You're seriously going to skip my wedding? Why did you even send me an invitation? You honestly thought I'd want to watch you marry the man who cheated on me with you? It's called being classy. I'm including everyone, even the bitter ex-wife. You're the one making it weird by turning it into drama. No, Cindy, what's weird is you thinking we're still friends. You slept with my husband, Cindy, while we were still married. Oh my God, not this again. I didn't steal him. If your marriage had been working, he wouldn't have looked elsewhere. Maybe take a little accountability. Take a little accountability? Coming from the girl who's made a habit of stealing other people's boyfriends since high school? You were always accidentally dating someone's boyfriend, then acted shocked when people got upset. You flirted with Jessica's boyfriend at homecoming, hooked up with Brianna's prom date, and even lied about Melanie's. You've been doing this forever, Cindy. You just finally found one who was dumb enough to marry you. Wow, really digging up the archives, huh? I didn't realize this was a court hearing. It's not a court hearing, it's a pattern. And the only reason you invited me is to make yourself look innocent. You want me there so you don't have to sit in the mess you made by yourself. Okay, wow, someone's clearly not over it. Maybe try therapy instead of lashing out at people who've moved on. I've moved on. That's why I said no. Because I have no interest in watching 2 liars play house like nothing happened. Brad isn't a liar. He's my fiancé, soon to be my husband, and we're happy. You should try being happy for us. I was happy until you both blew up my life behind my back and acted like I was the villain for being upset. Jeez, relax. I was just trying to be nice by inviting you. Brad thought it might help clear the air or whatever. The only thing that needs clearing is your delusion that I'd ever show up to support either of you after what you did. Well, you know what it looks like from the outside. It looks like you're bitter and lonely. Like you can't stand the idea that we won. You didn't win, Cindy. You got a man who cheats, lies, and sneaks around. That's not a win, that's a warning sign. At least I'm not still clinging to the past. You really need to let it go and find something to do with your time. I do have something to do with my time. A job I actually earned, responsibilities I take seriously, and a future I'm proud of. Unlike some people, I don't build my life out of someone else's leftovers and call it an upgrade. Oh, here we go, Miss Hard-Working Career Woman. We get it, Ashley. You have a job. You probably schedule your emotions in Outlook. I'd rather schedule my emotions than spend my life blowing up other people's just to feel important. You really don't have to be so cold. I extended an olive branch and you basically lit it on fire. You didn't send me an olive branch. You sent me a glitter-covered invitation to the wedding of my ex-husband and my ex-best friend. There's no peace offering in that, just arrogance. You and Brad deserve each other. Just don't expect me to clap while the ship sinks. Fine, be that way. Don't say I didn't try to be the bigger person. You didn't try to be anything but smug. And if you really want the truth, I hope you get everything you deserve. Okay, so I've been thinking, and I feel like maybe we got off on the wrong foot with that whole RSVP thing. I know you're still mad, but honestly, I think this could be a healing moment for everyone if you just showed up. In fact, Brad and I were talking, and we actually think it would be so perfect if you gave a little speech. A speech? You want me to give a speech? At your wedding? To the man who cheated on me with you? Exactly. Think of how mature it would be. Everyone would see how graceful you are. It would show you finally moved on. You are unbelievable. This isn't about grace. It's about you wanting me there for the optics. You want people to clap for your growth. That is so unfair. This has nothing to do with optics. It's about letting go and showing we're not enemies. Cut the garbage. Why do you really want me there, Cindy? Fine, you want the truth. It's because it would be iconic, me walking down the aisle in that designer gown, surrounded by luxury, and you, the ex, being classy and cool and giving a heartfelt speech. It's like the ultimate moment of power and forgiveness. Right, forgiveness as performance. Very on brand for you. Also, it doesn't hurt that Brad is spending $50,000 on this wedding. 5 times what he spent on yours, by the way. The venue alone is almost $20,000. And the ring? Custom. You should see it sparkle. 50,000? Interesting. I didn't realize Brad had that kind of money lying around. Well, clearly he was just waiting for the right person to spend it on. Sure. Or maybe he's just gotten really good at pretending. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. Just funny how someone who needed help paying rent a year ago is suddenly throwing $50,000 parties. Maybe I'm just worth it. Ever think of that? I think Brad's always had a way of making things look a lot shinier than they really are. You really think I'm trying to hurt you, don't you? I'm just trying to include you because deep down, I still care. You care about appearances. You care about control. You don't care about me. You never have. And you clearly don't know me at all. Ugh, you're impossible. It's like no matter what I say, you twist it into some personal attack. Because everything you say is about you. Your idea of peace is me putting on a smile while you soak up attention. It's not attention, Ashley. It's love. It's a celebration, and you're the only one making it toxic. No, I'm just the only one refusing to pretend your fantasy is real. You betrayed me, and now you want me to clap for it? People would respect you more if you could just be the bigger person. People already respect me, Cindy, because I don't fake forgiveness to look good in group photos. Brad said you'd pull this. He said you'd make everything about you and refuse to let go. Funny, he made everything about himself when he walked out of our marriage and straight into yours. Enjoy him. Wow, I was offering you a moment to show grace and closure, but I guess you're too bitter to see the opportunity. You're not offering grace, you're offering humiliation dressed in pastels. I'm not giving a speech, I'm not coming to your wedding, and I'm not pretending. You'll regret this. One day when you're old and alone, you'll wish you had made peace while you had the chance. If peace means standing in a room full of people clapping for a lie, I'll take solitude. Happily. the hell, Ashley? Where is everybody? You didn't seriously convince our entire friend group to skip my wedding, did you?
No, Cindy, I didn't need to convince anyone. People just made their own choice, and none of them chose you.
Oh, please. You've been poisoning people against me for years. Don't act innocent. I know you've been talking trash behind my back.
You're giving me way too much credit. You burned every one of those bridges on your own. I just stayed out of the smoke.
This is insane. Not a single person from high school came. Not one. They were supposed to be here. I invited everyone. I even told the caterer to prepare for all of them. You know how expensive that was?
Maybe check a calendar, Cindy, or a group chat. It's the 10-year reunion tonight. Everyone's there. That's where they are.
Wait, what? You're telling me they scheduled the reunion on the same night as my wedding?
No, they scheduled the reunion. You scheduled your wedding without knowing because nobody thought you'd be invited anyway.
You've got to be kidding. You're saying I wasn't even invited to my own reunion?
That's exactly what I'm saying. You're not on the list. No one thought you'd be missed. And guess what? You weren't.
Unbelievable. So they just, left me out? Without even saying anything after all the years I spent hanging out with them?
Years you spent stealing their boyfriends, starting drama, and acting like you were the main character in everyone else's life? Yeah, that caught up to you.
Oh my God, seriously? Everyone is still mad about stupid high school drama? That was a decade ago. We were kids.
And you haven't changed a bit. That's the problem. You're still the same girl who treats people like trash and expects praise.
Okay, wow. So you're all just fake. Smiling to my face, pretending we're cool, and then ghosting me the second I do something real?
No one ghosted you. They just stopped pretending. You finally saw what life looks like when people stop covering for your messes.
Unreal. I bet you're loving this. Sitting there in your boring little job while I have a designer gown and a luxury venue.
The difference is my life is built on trust and hard work. Yours is built on stolen men and hollow Instagram captions.
Please, your life is just spreadsheets and takeout. I've got a custom ring, a $50,000 wedding, and a new last name. I even upgraded the menu just in case the reunion crowd showed up. They were supposed to be part of this.
And still nobody showed up.
You think this is funny? You think it's fun watching me throw money away on Wagyu sliders and truffle risotto for ghosts?
You needed it so badly you begged me to give a speech. Don't pretend you weren't counting on applause to make it all feel real.
You know what? Let them rot at that stupid reunion. You think I care that a bunch of nobodies are eating shrimp in a banquet hall?
It's actually a rooftop downtown. Full bar, gourmet catering, packed guest list. I'm here right now, actually. It's lovely.
Oh, so now you're bragging? Wow, Ashley, classy.
I'm not bragging. I'm just answering your question. You asked where everyone was. I gave you the truth.
Screw the truth. You people were never real friends. All you ever did was judge me because I was hotter and had more confidence.
We didn't judge you because you were pretty, Cindy. We judged you because you were cruel, competitive, and couldn't stop betraying people.
Whatever. This is all fake. You're all fake. I bet the whole thing is a setup just to make me feel left out.
No setup required. You did that part all on your own.
You've got to be kidding me. Tell me this is some prank. Those photos from the reunion, they can't be real. Tell me it's fake.
They're absolutely real. Tyson proposed last month. We decided to share the news at the reunion. Everyone was genuinely happy for us.
You're engaged to Tyson Banks? Are you frickin' serious? He was supposed to be mine.
No, he wasn't. You had a crush, a loud, obsessive, one-sided crush. That doesn't make him yours. It just makes you persistent.
Everyone knew I liked him. I posted about him constantly. I wrote his name all over my binders. That was my dream guy.
And he never once showed interest. You chased a fantasy. Meanwhile, Tyson and I got to know each other like adults. Quietly, respectfully, and with actual connection.
So what? You just slide in behind my back while I was planning a wedding? You seriously can't let me have anything, can you?
Cindy, the only thing you had was someone else's husband and a Pinterest board. Don't act like you built something worth defending.
He's not even your type. Tyson is adventurous and fun, and you're just organized and uptight and beige.
He likes stability, loyalty, integrity. He's not interested in drama queens with zero impulse control and a 10-year trail of ex-friends. I'm divorcing Brad right now. He's a mess anyway. I'm done wasting time. I am going after Tyson. He's going to see this.
That's bold, considering Tyson already knows about your entire track record and wants nothing to do with you.
You told him lies about me?
I didn't need to lie. I just answered his questions. Turns out, slept with my best friend's husband speaks for itself.
I can't believe this. First you ruined my wedding, now you're sabotaging my future? You are obsessed with tearing me down.
You're doing that just fine on your own, but since you brought up Brad, you might want to look at his financials.
He said he had savings. He told me he was waiting to use them on something meaningful, like our wedding.
That something meaningful apparently also included a last-minute loan, taken out in your name, by the way.
What?
I heard from someone at the bank. He applied for credit using your joint information. I guess you didn't read the fine print when you signed the registry forms.
He wouldn't do that. You're lying. That's illegal.
So is lying on loan applications, and yet, here we are. I suggest checking your credit score soon.
This is insane. You don't know anything. We just booked a luxury honeymoon. He bought me a Louis bag. None of that screams broke.
Brad has maxed out 3 credit cards in the last 6 months. He borrowed $5,000 from a mutual friend and said he was 3 months behind on rent.
No, you're just saying this to ruin things for me. You're bitter and jealous and making things up to feel powerful.
I'm not bitter. I'm free. Which is more than I can say for you, tied to a man whose whole image is fake, and whose debt is now halfway attached to your name.
You think you're so smart just because your life is quiet and boring? Well, guess what? I'd rather be dramatic than invisible.
And I'd rather be invisible than bankrupt, married to a fraud, and alone in a banquet hall with 80 untouched Wagyu sliders.
Ashley, you have to help me, please. I know things got ugly between us, but this is serious. I don't know what to do.
That's a first.
I am not joking. Brad's gone. He packed a bag and disappeared. He left a note saying, "Sorry, but I had to." That's all.
And now you're surprised?
He took the rest of our cash. The honeymoon was never booked. The Louis bag, it was fake. And the wedding invoices, all in my name.
Sounds about right.
I'm being harassed by the caterer, the venue, the planner. They're threatening legal action. The dress isn't even paid off. I thought he handled it all.
You thought wrong.
I owe over $30,000. That doesn't even include the credit card he opened with my info. They say I co-signed. I didn't even know he used my name.
Let me guess. You didn't read anything before signing. You were too busy showing off your perfect day.
He told me not to worry. He said he had it covered, that he had investments coming in, that this was the least I deserved.
And you believed him, just like you believed you won.
You don't get it. He conned me. He used me. You were married to him. You know how charming he can be.
I do. I also know how full of crap he is. That's why I divorced him. That's why I warned you.
No, you didn't. You were smug and cold and sarcastic, but you never actually warned me.
I told you he was a liar. I told you he was broke. You said I was bitter. That's not on me, Cindy.
You could have tried harder. You could have stopped me. You knew he would do something like this.
I tried. You laughed. You told me I was jealous. You posted smug little captions about manifesting your dreams. That wasn't a dream, Cindy. That was my trash.
I can't afford this. I can't even make rent this month. I might lose my job if this hits my credit report. I need help.
You need a lawyer, or a financial advisor, or maybe both, but I'm not either of those things. And I'm done being your fallback plan.
You're really going to just sit there while my life falls apart after everything? After all those years of knowing each other?
We weren't friends, Cindy. Not really. You just used me, just like you used everyone. The only difference now is you picked someone who used you back.
I'm begging you. I don't have anyone else. You don't even have to give me money. Just help me find him. You must know something.
I don't, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. I'm not going to track down my cheating ex-husband so you can scream at him for being exactly who he's always been.
Please, just call the bank. Say I didn't co-sign. Or talk to the planner. Tell them you know he misled me. Something. Anything.
You think I'm going to clean up after your mess? You thought stealing Brad would give you some kind of fairy tale? What you got was debt in a tuxedo and a disappearing act.
I thought you'd understand. I thought maybe deep down you still cared, that some part of you wouldn't want to see me ruined.
I don't want to see you ruined. I just don't want to stop you from finally facing what you are. You wanted my life, you got his lies. You can keep them.
You are heartless.
No, Cindy, I'm just finally done.
You'll regret this. When I figure it all out, when I recover from this, you'll wish you hadn't turned your back.
I didn't turn my back. I just stopped facing the wrong direction.
You're unbelievable. I hope Tyson cheats on you. I hope he walks out like Brad did. I hope you choke on your smugness.
And I hope you eventually realize that none of this happened to you. It happened because of you.
Don't you dare block me, Ashley. I swear if you block me...
Goodbye, Cindy. I didn't block Cindy to hurt her. I blocked her because I finally realized she was never going to stop dragging me backwards. Some people mistake chaos for passion and drama for love, but I'm done mistaking noise for meaning. Brad was a liar, but Cindy made a choice too. She saw what he did to me, and she still wanted to wear the ring. She thought she could outrun consequences by pretending they only belonged to other people. But eventually, the truth catches up, with all of us. I didn't destroy her life. I just didn't save it. I'm not angry anymore. I'm not interested in proving anything. I have a quiet life, a steady relationship, and people around me who don't need to be impressed, just respected. Let her chase ghosts and empty luxury if she wants. I have real love now, real peace. And nothing, not a wedding, not a grudge, not a desperate text at midnight, is ever going to shake that again. She thought she was writing the ending to my story. Turns out, she was just the cautionary footnote.
Sam, go! Start the car and go now! Don't just sit there, you have to leave! This is urgent! Why are you still in the parking lot? Go!
Lily? What are you talking about? Why do you even know I'm in my car right now? Are you watching me?
Yes, I saw you through the window. I knew it was you. I knew it. That jacket. Only you wear jackets like that. Sam, please don't ask questions. Just drive and I'll catch up.
What do you mean you'll catch up? Are you following me? Lily, where are you?
I can't tell you. Not yet. But I am coming. I'm gonna follow you, okay? Just trust me. We're doing this, Sam. We're finally running away together.
What in the fresh hell are you talking about? Running away from what?
I'm literally walking out of the chapel right now. Like, veil off, bouquet on the floor, everyone's staring. This is happening. I knew the second I saw you through that little stained glass window that this wedding was a mistake.
Wait, you're walking out of the what now? Lily, are you telling me you are currently mid-ceremony?
Yes, or I was, but not anymore. I told the pastor I needed a minute to breathe, but really I'm bailing. Travis is yelling and my mom's crying, and I think someone just knocked over the cake. It's a mess, Sam, an actual mess. This is our sign.
Lily, please tell me you are not leaving your wedding to chase a guy sitting alone in a car. Please tell me this is some kind of weird metaphor.
It's not a metaphor. I saw you. I knew you came for me. We were meant to be together. You didn't say anything, but your energy, your vibe was calling to me.
Lily, you don't even know if that's me. You saw a jacket through stained glass from across the street.
Stop doubting and just drive. You always do this. You overthink everything. This is fate. This is romance. And also, Travis might be chasing me, so time is kind of the essence right now.
What do you mean he's chasing you? Lily, what did you do?
I screamed, I can't do this, in the middle of my vows, and then bolted. I think someone tripped trying to grab me. I heard a loud crash, but I didn't look back. Don't worry, I've got my flats on now. I ditched the heels in the flower bed.
Okay, that's good, I guess. And just to be clear, you're running, physically running?
Yes, I'm sprinting through the parking lot right now. Don't worry, though, I've only bumped into 3 or 4 cars, and they weren't even very nice ones.
That's not comforting. That's actually very concerning.
I'll text you again when I'm in the car. I love you.
I'm so confused. I have no idea what's happening right now, but I'm pretty sure this is not how Saturdays are supposed to go.
You think you're clever, huh? Crashing my wedding and running off with my fiancé? Real classy move, man. Real low. I always knew you still had feelings for her, you slimy little creep. You just couldn't stay gone, could ya?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Who is this?
Don't play dumb with me. You know who this is. It's Travis. Or should I say the guy whose wedding you just wrecked?
Oh, great. Travis, listen, I haven't seen or spoken to Lily in years. Whatever just happened at your wedding, I swear it had nothing to do with me.
Don't lie to me. She saw you. I saw you. You were there. You waited until the vows and then stole her out the side door like some drama movie villain.
What are you even saying right now? We broke up ages ago. I want nothing to do with her. And if she ran off, I promise you, I'm not the guy she ran off with.
Don't try to make this sound innocent. I know what I saw. You always wanted her back. You were just waiting for your chance.
Travis, no! I broke up with Lily for a reason. Multiple reasons. She was controlling, selfish, demanding.
You don't get to talk about her like that!
I'm not done. She cheated on me repeatedly. Lied, gaslit, made everything about her. It was a disaster. I got out and never looked back. So trust me, I'm not here trying to win her back. And just to refresh your memory, the guy Lily cheated on me with, that was you! You two hooked up behind my back while we were still together, so don't act like I'm the villain here.
Ha! That's a joke! She told me you were already gone. She said you were obsessed, that she had to block you. You were some pathetic loser she couldn't get rid of.
Wow, you really believe everything she tells you, huh? She lied to me, she lied to you, she lies to everyone.
You're just trying to twist this around. You couldn't stand to see her happy without you. That's why you came crawling back today, trying to wreck everything.
I didn't crawl anywhere. I wasn't even... You know what? Never mind. Travis, where even are you right now? What chapel? What town? Because I seriously have no idea where this is happening.
Oh, come on. You know exactly where I am. Don't act clueless. You were just here. You walked out with her. You passed right by me in that stupid jacket of yours.
I'm telling you for the last time, it wasn't me. I haven't talked to Lily in years. I wasn't at your wedding. I wasn't anywhere near it. Travis, where even are you right now? What chapel? What town? Because I seriously have no idea where this is happening.
Oh, come on. You know exactly where I am. Don't act clueless. You were just here. You walked out with her. You passed right by me in that stupid jacket of yours.
I'm telling you for the last time, it wasn't me. I haven't talked to Lily in years. I wasn't at your wedding. I wasn't anywhere near it.
Fine. If you're so innocent, then where is she? Where did you take her? Where is Lily right now?
I don't know. Why would I know that? I didn't even know she was getting married today until she texted me out of nowhere.
She texted you? Oh, so now you admit it. You're hiding her. You're in on this whole thing just trying to play smart and cover your tracks.
You are insane. I don't know where she is. She sent me some bizarre string of texts and vanished. That's it.
You think this is over? You think you could just play dumb and get away with this? I will find her, and when I do, you better pray I don't find you first. You messed with the wrong guy. You ruined my wedding. There will be consequences.
I swear to God, Travis, this is the dumbest thing I've ever been dragged into. I didn't ruin anything. I wasn't even on the same continent. Whatever meltdown you and Lily are having, leave me out of it permanently.
Sam, I made it. I'm safe now. You won't believe where I am right now. Like, seriously, this is genius. You're gonna be so proud of me.
Oh no, what do you mean safe? Where are you, Lily? Where did you go?
Your parents' house. Well, not like inside. I'm just kinda around the side, in the backyard. I remembered the address from that one time I came for Thanksgiving. Travis knows where your apartment is, so obviously I couldn't go there, but this is genius level hiding.
Lily, you're telling me that you're on my parents' property right now, hiding behind their house in your wedding dress? Do you realize how unhinged this sounds? I don't believe this. You seriously thought hiding behind my parents' house was your best plan? Lily, you've got to stop acting like we're in a romantic comedy. This isn't cute. It's unhinged. Travis has been blowing up my phone for over an hour. He's convinced we're together for God knows what reason.
What? He's texting you? Oh no. He's gonna come here. He's gonna find me.
I don't think he knows where my parents live. At least I hope not. But you being there, not exactly helping.
I'll stay hidden. I'll be super sneaky, like full stealth mode. I'm tucked behind the shed right now. I'll just wait here for you, like we planned. This place is still so cute, though. That little garden out front, the broken porch swing. Oh, it's like a movie. I can still smell the apple pie your mom made that one time I came over. It's exactly the same. I swear, Sam, this is where it's meant to begin. This is our moment.
Lily, you are crouched behind a shed in a wedding dress talking about apple pie and porch swings. This is not a moment. This is a fever dream with property trespassing.
I know you'll be here soon. You're probably driving right now. We're finally going to run away together, just like we were always meant to. I can feel it, Sam. It's fate.
I need to lie down. Hey, quick question. Where exactly are you right now? Oh, look who finally decided to text me back. What's the matter, running out of places to hide? No, I just need to confirm something. Are you at my apartment? Yep, standing out front, kicking gravel, wondering which window you peeking through, you gutless snake. Right. You do realize I moved out of that apartment 2 years ago, right? Like I said, not in the country, on business. Where is she? Don't act like you don't know. She's not with you, then where'd she go? All right, fine. You want to know where she is? She told me she's hiding behind my parents' house. Thought it was a brilliant escape plan. You think this is funny? You're just sitting there laughing while she hides out at some abandoned house like a lunatic? Give me the address now! Relax, Rambo, I'm sending it. Oak Hill Drive, number 228, gray siding, busted porch swing, you can't miss it. That better not be a trap if you're screwing with me, I swear! Why would I lie? You think I want this circus in my inbox forever? Trust me, I want her out of there as much as you do. I'll send you a screenshot of our convo if you want proof, timestamp and everything. She reached out to me. I didn't ask for any of this. Fine, I'll trust you for now, but if you're messing with me, I will find out, and there will be consequences. Cool. Just promise me one thing. Once you've got your runaway bride, stop dragging me into your relationship nightmares. I'm not your enemy. I'm not even in the country. I'm just exhausted. Please, leave me out of it.
Sam, where are you? I've been sitting out here for forever. Every time a car drives by, I swear I think it's you. My heart just jumps, and then nothing. I even fixed my hair again, like 3 times, just in case. You're still coming, right? You have to be coming.
Lily, I don't know how to say this any clearer. I was never coming. I told you I wasn't there this morning. I'm not part of this.
Someone came out of the house. I don't even know who he was. He yelled at me and said I was trespassing. I panicked, okay? I ran back to the car. I'm just sitting here now. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, probably because it's not my parents' house anymore. They moved 2 years ago. You're literally behind some stranger's shed in a wedding dress. That's not romantic, it's delusional.
Oh my god, Sam! Travis is here! He's banging on the windows, he's screaming my name! Oh my god, I thought he didn't know where your parents lived!
That's because I told him. Someone had to find you. You're squatting on someone's lawn in full bridal gear.
You told him? Sam, are you insane? What? You gave him the address? Why would you do that? Do you have any idea what this ruins?
Lily, this whole thing was already ruined. You made that call when you ran out mid-ceremony. I didn't do anything. You dragged me into this.
But now Travis is gonna think
Good. Maybe he'll finally get a clue and take you home. For the last time, Lily, I wasn't at your wedding. I wasn't near the chapel. I wasn't across the street. I wasn't anywhere close. I'm not even in the country right now.
What? What are you talking about? You were there. I saw you. You had the jacket and the way you stood.
Lily, I've been overseas for a week. I'm literally sitting in a hotel room right now, drinking awful instant coffee and regretting opening my texts. If you want proof, I've got photos, flight receipts, timestamps, whatever.
But it felt like you. It had to be you. It had to be.
Since we're here, let's just rip the Band-Aid off. I've been married for 2 years, happily, quietly, far away from all this.
Wait, what? Married? Since when? To who? Why didn't I know? You never said anything.
That was the idea, Lily. I didn't want you to know. I didn't want you anywhere near her. Or me.
But what about me? What about us? I always thought if I left Travis, if I showed you how serious I was, you'd come back to me. We'd finally have our moment.
Lily, there is no us. There hasn't been for years. You just never let go.
But we were real, Sam. You loved me. You used to say I was the only one who really saw you. I kept thinking, if I could just show you I still believed in us, you'd remember.
You really don't get it, do you? You cheated on me, Lily, with Travis, my friend. That was the last straw. I was done the moment I found out.
I didn't mean to. It just happened. I was confused. You were always so distant and cold.
Don't you dare put that on me. You made your choice. You picked him. I moved on. I grew up. You're still playing dress-up in a fantasy that died years ago.
So, that's it? Just like that? You're really gonna walk away? After everything we've been through, after everything I gave up? I ran out of my wedding for you. I left everything behind.
I didn't ask you to do that. I didn't ask you to text me, to show up at a house that isn't mine, or to play runaway bride. You chose all of that on your own.
Then what do I do now? I can't get back to Travis, not after this.
You should. You two deserve each other. Just leave me out of whatever disaster you create next.
Sam, please, if you won't come with me, then at least help me fix this. Travis is gonna lose it. He already thinks I ran off with you. He's furious. But maybe if you just tell him it was a prank, a joke. Say you never meant anything by it. Say I got confused. Please.
You're unbelievable. You wreck your wedding, humiliate your fiancé, drag me into it, and now you want me to fix it?
Please, I don't know what else to do. I swear if you just help me one last time, I'll disappear from your life forever. Sam, please just say something, anything. Tell me it's okay. Tell me I can fix this. Tell me I'm not crazy. I haven't even taken the veil off. People are probably still at the chapel. I don't even know where my bouquet went. I left my shoes behind the bushes. I just wanted you. I just wanted us again. Sam, please don't leave me like this. I don't know what to do.
I still don't know who Lily saw that day. Some poor guy in a jacket that looked vaguely like mine, I guess. Whoever he is, he has no idea the absolute chaos he caused. From what I've heard, the wedding was officially called off. Travis stormed out, Lily got stuck with the entire bill, tens of thousands down the drain. And since it was her idea to run off mid-ceremony with a hallucination, yeah, no sympathy. Her parents were so embarrassed they completely cut her off. It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion, except the train thinks it's headed to a honeymoon. Meanwhile, I'm wrapping up my business trip and getting ready to head back home. Back to my wife, my house, and my good old everyday normal Lily and Travis free life. And you better believe I've got one hell of a story to tell when I walk through that door.